Hey Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DDStamps.com, and I am hoping that you can hear me. If you can, you might want to just pop in a comment somewhere. If you're on YouTube, down in the comments section. If you are on Facebook, there's a, sorry, I gotta shut my phone off. There's a message area. And if you are on my website, you can go to, at the bottom there, you can comment, and I should be able to get those. But I just want to make sure that everybody can hear me, see me. Of course, if you can't hear me and see me, sorry, refresh your screen. We are going to go ahead and get started. Oh, good. They can hear me on YouTube, so that's good. Great. So anyway, I just want to welcome everybody tonight. I'm really happy to be here. And let's get started. I know that we had some storms going through a little bit earlier. Not terrible, but some wind. Oh, great. It looks like quite a few people over on YouTube. Judy and Sylvie, David, Lana. Good. Yay. And I have not heard from Facebook, so I'm hoping. Oh, Annie can hear me. And so can Teresa from Canada. So awesome. And then the last but not least, my website. Looks like somebody notified me. Yep. Georgie says she's looking forward to this, so hopefully she's hearing me. Anyway, if the power goes out, you never know, or I lose connection, it can happen. So just hang in there. So just to answer everybody's questions, I know a lot of people are asking me, when is the new catalog coming? So this is the cover of the new catalog. And I will tell you, yay, I actually got a couple of emails today from customers who are receiving them. So they're out there in UPS land, and hopefully yours is on its way. Oh, good. Vince can see me over on my website. Yay. Oh, good. So can Barb. So this is awesome. And hello, Mary. Anyway, catalogs have gone out. So you should be getting them any day now. It really depends on the Postal Service, how they go. But like I said, I got a few notifications today that people are starting to get them. So they are, anything in here is available June 1st. I can't show anything inside here until June 1st. As far as inside the catalog, but I do have some products to show tonight, things that I have. So let's get started. I'm going to pop up my screen here to keep me on track. Oh, I forgot to. Just a second here. It'd be awful if I lost somebody, but I don't think I will. So I think we're good. There we go. Okay. So just so you're aware, there are a couple of things that you need to know about with the gears and stuff. So if you're looking at the gears down here at YouTube, you can see that little arrow heading down to that gear. That gear is just the speed of the upload and the download speed. And so hopefully you're not having any lag time or choppiness. And if you are, you can change that speed on the gear. It really depends on what my speed is and what your speed is. The other thing that I wanted you to know is that if you choose to comment, right down here it says refresh now. It refreshes every 90 seconds, whether you like it or not. And if you look at this arrow here, there's a little checkbox there that says refresh comments automatically, or auto refresh comments. It automatically refreshes every 90 seconds, and it doesn't matter if you're typing or not. It may just bump you off and refresh the screen. So if you're typing something rather long or you don't want it to do that to you, just uncheck that box and you can always refresh now at any time. So I hope that's it. Now I wanted people to know that, oh, I think that was supposed to say questions. Oh, there we go. If you have any questions at any time during the night, I would just ask them. Oh, Lana asked where my dog is. She's sleeping. She's right in the room here with me, but she's a little bit off camera. But I have a sneaking suspicion before the night's over, she'll be wandering around here. So she's here. Oh, Sylvie got her catalog 2 days ago. Good. Judy, if you contact me, if you don't have a demonstrator, excuse me, you can go ahead and contact me. Send me your email or a message. My email is Diane@DDStamps with your address, and I'll get one out to you. The catalog, that is. Hey, Brenda, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And I'm just going to check. Looks like everybody can hear me just fine and dandy. Check a few. Sorry, oh, good. And Mary got hers down in Colorado today. So they're out there. That's awesome. Anyway, if you have any questions, ask. I will answer. If I don't answer right away, it's only because I didn't see the question. And as soon as I see it, I will ask, or I will answer it. Just wanted you to know that the specials this month are the Share What You Love Suite. This is some products out of the new catalog. I am going to do some stuff with it tonight just to show you up close and personal. But there are 3 bundles, and each bundle comes with free product. So yeah, if you're interested, look into those. Also remember that there's a retiring list and there's a clearance list. And the retiring list, they actually did discount some of the items on there in the last week or so. And so you might want to check that too, just in case. But just quickly, I'm going to show you. These are the bundles. This is the Getting Started bundle. So it's a stamp set, some paper, and some ink. This is usually what I tell people. If you just want to start stamping and learn, this is what you get. Yeah, I love the DSP in that suite too. It's beautiful, and I'm going to show it to you up close and personal. And then there's a Little More Please, which adds some embellishments already to your cardstock and paper. Pretty cardstock and an extra stamp set. And then the Gotta Have It All bundle is huge. And this one has the embellishments, the paper, the inks, and then they add in the DSP and an extra stamp set. Sorry, I don't know why it keeps bumping around like that. So this is, you know, as the bundles get bigger, the more free product you earn. And the other thing that is available right now for customers is the in color stamp pads. And I'm going to show you the new ink pads. And these are the new in colors. And I will tell you that I absolutely adore the new colors that we have. They're pretty darn nice. I'm pretty happy with the new color line. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera over to my demonstration area. Let's hope this all works. And we'll just get started with demonstrating. So this is the paper, that designer series paper. And I'm just going to show it quickly. These first 2 sheets are just a matte finish, but the flowers are beautiful. I love this paper. And then, of course, you get double-sided, so that's the back. And then, I've got such a huge mess going on in this room. If you can see this paper, see how it shimmers? So each one has a coating of shimmer on it. This is a big pack of DSP, too. It's like 4 sheets. 12 by 12, and it's actually a little bit thicker than a regular paper. And then these with the shimmer on it also have the back with the print. So it's beautiful paper, and I made some really fun stuff with it. So let me get started. I think I'll start by showing you a couple cards. Okay, so this is one of the cards that I made just recently for a swap that I'm in. That's that beautiful velvet paper, and I just used the black ink pad. So I stamped the vine with a circle punch, black ink pad. So it's just cardstock, little DSP, a punch, and then the label from the embellishment kit. A couple other things that I have here is this one uses the doilies in the bundle, and I actually tinted it with rich razzleberry. Did the same thing with this one, only this one I added, can you see the pearls on there? Here's another one I did in a swap. Oh, I'm missing nuts. I found a little pearl today, and I think it was supposed to go right there. I like to do things in 3s, but that's a great card. Pretty simple. And then this one, again, pretty simple, just a couple different layers. So you can see how pretty that cardstock is. So my first project tonight, I'm going to show this bag. So I made this bag. I hope you can see it. So it's a gift bag. It's a pretty good size gift bag. I believe that's 3 inches wide. And this is one that I did a long time ago. I got this idea from Rhonda Wade a long time ago. And it just make a gift bag. And then it has this little clear envelope pocket that I tuck a card in that coordinates with the bag. So there's a card using that stamp set. And I just cut the flap off of the envelope. I actually have I have a YouTube video that shows how to do this. It's not hard. It's very easy, actually. It takes 2 sheets of the designer series paper, but I'm going to show you a similar one, only tinier. So this is a little tiny box bag, and I just think this is really cute. I'll show you how I did that. So I just took a piece. This is a 12 by 12, and I cut them down to 6 by 6. And I'm going to bring my score I simply score it in. And I'm going to score each of these at 1.5. I have to think for a minute. 1.5 on 3 sides. That's right. 1.5 and 1.5. And then this side is just going to be 3/4. And I'm going to do that to both of them. So 1.5, 1.5, and 1.5. So you can do this with, and then 3/4 on this side. So you can do this with any size cardstock. You just want to make sure that 3 of your sides are the same, because that's going to be the part that's the actual big. So let me grab a scissor. So on this one, that 3/4 inch, I'm just going to fold down, and I'm actually going to adhere that down because I want it to stay flat. So I can do that to both of these. That green is so bright and cheery. Let me see the. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to fold your score lines. And if you have a hard time getting them, I mean, you want to make sure that they're scored. I'm going to bring in a bone folder and just score on all 3 of those sides. And then do the same with this one. And once I've done that, I mean, this, like I said, this goes together really quickly. This is the bottom of your box or your bag. So I'm just cutting from the score line up to the score line. And you can actually trim these off if you want to, if you just want to take a little wedge out of there. Sometimes it lays flatter if they just have just a bit of a wedge out of them. Sorry. Make sure I'm staying on camera here. And then we'll do the same thing on this one. So you're going to cut that score line right up to the score line. Happens to be there. And then I'm just going to trim that, just a little wedge out of there. Now, easy to do. Once you've got that done, you're going to come in with, I like to use the multi-purpose mono glue, what we call green glue. Oh, this one's brand new. I realized I grabbed the new one. And the reason I like to use this is because it takes a bit of it to dry. It takes a little while, so you can manipulate your paper. So on that bigger flap, I'm going to put some glue there, and then I'm going to pull these 2 up. And actually, I'll show you here. What you want to do is make sure that it lines up here. So because I took that little wedge out, I've got a little room to move it around a little bit. So you just do that to both sides. And really you don't need as much glue as I'm putting on. Again, whoops. So what I'm doing is I'm lining them up so that it's flush up the top here. Doesn't matter what it looks like there. That's what you do. And then what you do is you glue them together like this. And what I found is sometimes if you do them both, test them both to see which one goes flatter. So this one looks flatter when it goes inside this one. So all I'm going to do is glue that, and glue that. And then tuck this one inside that and push it down. And then once you've got that, you just want to square it up. And you can use your bone folder or a pencil or whatever. Just make sure that that gets adhered down on the sides and on the bottom. And that's how you make your box. Super simple. That's how you get a gift box. And then I just punched some holes and added a piece of ribbon. And you can see where I just tied the knot right inside the little bag. So that's just a quick and easy way to make the bag. You do the same thing with that big bag, only you use a big piece of paper. So for this one, I took a 12 by 12 piece of paper and I scored it at 3 inches on each 3 sides, and then I just did a 1 inch at the top. And that's how I put the bag together. Exactly the same thing. So you could use any size paper. Any bag would work to make, or any size paper. But, you know, it just depends on how many. You need 2 sheets. So if it's 12 by 12, you need 2 sheets of 12 by 12. Or if it's like this was 6 by 6. So just a second here. That was 2 6 by 6 sheets of paper, but it's kind of fun to have that option. Okay, so now I'll go ask questions. Yes, Lana, it was 1.5 on 3 sides and 3/4 at the top for the bag. Yeah, Judy, this is easy skill level, and it looks good and it's great. Oh, you're a tiny bit off camera. Okay, sorry. I'm far away, so I can't see the camera. Okay, Emily, good. You got her catalog in Georgia. Okay, it looks like we're doing good so far. Sorry about being a little bit off camera. So I hope that you got that. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and it's fun to do. And we always have tons of designer series paper or pattern paper. Start using it. Make some gift bags. I'm kind of laughing now because I just got to look at my desk. So when I tell you I have a mess going on, I'm not kidding. I have a mess going on. Okay, so let's go back to the camera. Sorry. Now my mouse is going to die. I can see that happening. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to do my next card. I have another card using the same kinds of the stamp set now this time. Anyway, fun box. Easy to make. Oh, here's another box that I made. And I got this idea from a fellow stamper. It is a little more complicated. This would take me too much time because I really had to pay attention. But this belly band slides off. And I'll make one of these days on camera, but I'd have to practice at that little snug. So this is just another box using a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And when you open it up, there's your box. So kind of just fun, and then it just makes a belly band that you put on there to decorate it with. Wanted to show that. Okay, next card. So with that cardstock, the paper that, excuse me, that designer series paper, there comes with a cardstock pack too. So these are 4 of the colors that coordinate with that cardstock pack, with the designer series paper. So it's Old Olive, a new color called Grapefruit Grove, Mint Macaron, which is coming back into our color line from In Color a couple years ago, and Rich Razzleberry. So those are just really that's in the cardstock pack. So this particular card that I'm doing is going to use the Mint Macaron. This was one of my favorite In Colors from a few years ago, so I was happy to see it come back. And just so you know, I cut a sheet of cardstock 8.5 by 11, and I cut it in half at 5.5. And then I scored it at 4 1/4, and that gives me my basic card base. Then I have another piece of Mint Macaron. Excuse me, I think I have allergies. That I've cut 4 by 5 1/4 because I just want this to layer over that top piece because I'm going to run it through my Big Shot. And then I have this piece of Whisper White that I'm using that is 3 by 4 1/4. So those are just the measurements. I'm going to grab my Big Shot because I want to show you this. This is one of the folders, the new folders that's in the bundle, and it's also coming in the new catalog. You can see it's a flower. So these are those thick folders. They have lots of dimension to them. Folders are fun because they add dimension to your card, but you could also, you know, you could add ink to the folder and emboss with that on there. I'm not tonight. I'm just going to go ahead and take my sheet here, my Mint Macaron, and I'm actually not doing this dead center. I'm just doing it on the side because I want it to show up in the background. Now, when I do my folders, I always put the fold side going into the Big Shot so that all the pressure will come out on this end. And then with these big, thick embossing folders, you only need 1 plate because they're so thick. Oops. Sorry, I just hit one of my lights. Now I know why I didn't have my lights there. Okay, so I'm just going to crank the handle here. And you will see where this embosses that piece of cardstock. So this is debossed, goes in, and this is embossed, it goes out. And I'm just going to go ahead and move this again And this time I'm going to put it through, but I'm not going to put it all the way through because I don't really want it to squish that flower that I already embossed. And not a ton of this is going to show on my card. So I'll just run it through part way. Pull this out of the way. Anyway, so you can see how I've embossed this background. And there's where it overlapped a little bit, but it's not going to matter because I'm going to cover that up. So this is actually going to get adhered. Oh, before I do that, I don't want to adhere that yet. I wanted to take some of this new ribbon that we got. See, there's Puppy. Let me let her out. So here's my husband in the yard. Okay, so this is some new ribbon that we have, and it's tulle. Is that how you say it? Tulle? And then little velvet dots, and it's white. But what's nice about this is that you can color it. So you can use ink refills, you can use your ink pads, you can use your markers. Make it any color you want. What I'm going to do is I want to tie a bow around this piece, even though I already taped it. So what I'm going to do to tie a bow, I've taught this before, but if you just take and do 1, 2, 3, 4 widths of whatever project you want to bow on, you'll have enough ribbon. If you're just going to tie a knot, then I would recommend that you just do 3. So what I'm going to do, I should not have put adhesive on this, but shoot, anyway. Oh well. So I want to tie bow way over on the side here. That's why I shouldn't have, because what if I hadn't put adhesive on there, I can move this around to wherever I actually want it. And I want that bow to be way to the side. And now I probably just stuck it to my desk. Okay, well, let's give that another shot. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to have enough ribbon. Usually what I do is I tie it and then I move it around. Let's see if maybe I can do that. I'll tie it towards the middle. And you'll see that this tool, with this tool, it's really easy to tie. I'm not showing it as easy to tie as it is as I'm here tonight. But what I like about it is that it can be fluffed out and made to be a big bow, or you can fold it. So, good gosh. Let's try this over. I'll pay attention now. Anyway, so you can have it be big and fluffy, or you can make it real tight and make it real thin. There we go. I want this one to be kind of tight because... Okay, so like I said, I would normally have glued the back, because what I can do if it's not glued down is I can move my bow. There we go. There. Move it to the side where I want it. Just going to make it a tiny little thing and cut this off. And then I'll take my card base and attach it on there. You can already see how pretty that card is. That embossing is awesome. Okay, so I have this piece of Whisper White cardstock, and let me grab the stamp set and the ink and the stamps. I got a couple techniques to show you. So this first one is I'm going to use the big blotch stamp. So I'm using the Love What You Do stamp set, and I'm going to use this big blotch here. Let me grab it. Block. Put that on a block. Now I do have some of the new ink pads, and so this is the Mint Macaron. You can see it's a little bit different than our other ink pads. It's much easier to open. So what you do now, it's opening like a compact. So you just pull it up, and it snaps shut. So you just pull it up and push it in. And it's a little tight to begin with, but it's not terrible, and it will loosen up as you work with it. So I inked up this big blob, and I want to stamp it off. So let me grab, there's a scrap of paper. I'm going to stamp that off once, because I don't want it to be that dark. And then I'm going to stamp it onto my cardstock. And actually, I could even go one more time. I just want to shadow in the background, but you can see where you do three different inkings. So there's one. I think there's something in the middle of my stamp. There's two, and there's three. We're going to use two. So I'm going to take another stamp from that set, and this time I'm going to use some markers. So this is Old Olive and Rich Raspberry markers. And I want to make sure that my stem is green. So I'm just coloring right onto my stamp where the leaves would be. And then I'm going to come in and color in the flowers with the Rich Raspberry. And then what I do after I've done that is I ha on it like you're steaming up a mirror. That just reactivates your inks. Don't drop it on your project like I just did. And you can see where I missed a couple. Nice thing about this is that when you miss a couple with a marker, you can just kind of fix it a little bit. Then I'm going to come in with a blender pen, and I'm going to just color and bleed that color right into my flower. And I might get a little mud here because it's green underneath that mint macaron. That's just to make the flowers go a little better. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my marker, and on any plastic surface, I'm going to use my block. So I'm going to color on that. You could color on your stamp case, anything that's plastic. And I'm going to use this as a palette. So I can pick that up. And then I'm just going to go in with a blender pen and add in some more Rich Raspberry. And give these flowers just a little bit more dimension. Some more color and shading. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the nice thing about having this watercolor look to it. So you can see it gets darker and darker. Let's do this flower. I want this. Like I said, that green, that mint macaron got much darker than I thought it was going to. That's all right. It's all good. Anyway, and then to clean this off, you just color it on a piece of paper. And there you have it. There's just some really quick, fast coloring with two tones, and I like to use my blocks there for a palette. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm coming in with this verse, and it says, "I'm lucky to have a friend like you." And I'm going to ink this up in the mint macaron, and then I'm going to flip it over. And this time I'm coming in with my Rich Raspberry, and I'm just going to color on friend. And because the Rich Raspberry is darker, it's darker than the mint macaron, it'll cover right over that, kind of take it off. And what I do now is I take my piece of scrap paper, and I'm just going to color with my marker until I get that green on there. And again, ha on it. And then I'm going to stamp it down here. And I'm going to get that two-tone look. So you ink it up with whatever your lightest color is, and then stamp it, and then color it with marker with a darker color. And you can get that great two-tone look. And I'm going to take my card base here and a couple of dimensionals. Add them on there. And when I put this on my base, it's just a really fun, fast card that looked like it took a lot of time. I like the texture behind it, but here's another one I made earlier today. You can see my mint macaron blob is a little bit lighter, stamped a little bit different. But that texture behind there with that ribbon, it just really adds to this card and makes it kind of a fun, easy, fast, pretty fast card. So I'll come back on. Hopefully I was on camera that time and you could actually hear me. I think I might be having some issues with one of my microphones tonight, but I've got a loud enough voice. I think we'll be fine. I'm going to quickly check. Good. Judy got her catalog today too. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I have to look. I like the bags. Yeah, put it on your silicone mat. We're talking about the, oh yeah, the gluing of the mat. I should have done that on my silicone mat. You know, it's really funny because I forget that I have that. I used it a lot. With hot glue, I use it all the time, but yeah, I love that mint macaron and rich raspberry. Who would have known, right? Who would have thought? Cool. The score marks for the, looks like Lisa's asked what the score marks were for the 12-inch bag, and they were 3 inches on 3 sides and 1 inch across the top. And I've also done 2 inches across the top. Yeah. Sandy likes that beautiful easy card. I do sometimes just like really easy. Now, let's see. I think I have another project. Sylvia's here from Michigan. Cool. Good. Okay. Let me pop up my screen here. I gotta see. Yeah, so there's last chance products, there's the clearance rack, there's this occasions catalog. All that's coming to an end here at the end of May. And then the color revamp. So these are the new in colors. But the clearance rack, the occasions catalog are all coming to an end here soon. Lots of the stuff moved into the new catalog from the occasions, but they're not bundled together. So okay, so these are the new in colors. Love them. These are the in colors from last year. And then our new color line. Oh, these are all the new colors that are coming back, are coming into the line. These are new colors. It's colors not seen before. And then we have our colors, the 5 or 6 colors that were old in colors. But it's a beautiful color line. And I got all the cardstock, and I'm absolutely amazed at how pretty it all is together. So that makes me happy. Yes, Jewel, that designer series paper is gorgeous. Yes, Jamie, you can make it tomorrow. Yay, because you already have it. Awesome. Okay. So the May tutorial this month, if you purchase an order, if you place an order with me, I give out a free tutorial, and this month's actually uses the Share What You Love designer series paper and that whole kit. And one of the things that I do is everybody that places an order with me over $40 during the month of May will get a kit. And some people are just getting their kits this past week for April. But this next kit is going to have the designer series papers and some of the other products from the Share What You Love stamp set. So and everybody that places an order gets a tutorial, no matter if it's $1 or whatever. Yeah, that kit, that's a great kit. Okay, so hostess benefit. I prefer that you use this hostess code so that I can make sure that everybody gets that kit. What I do is I bundle everybody's orders together. I get the hostess benefits, and that's what I purchase get the kits with, the product with. So that way everybody gets to kind of share in the benefits of that. I'm going to swing over to my camera in the back room and show you a couple of things. Oh, here, I got this today. I'll show you this paper. Let me move some stuff out of the way. So this is another one of the new sets that's coming, and I actually just got this and haven't even really had time to play with it, but I wanted to show quickly. This is the abstract impressions, and then this is designer series paper. They're beautiful, bright, bold colors. Watch my website because I'm going to be putting out some card samples using this stuff. But this die, this was the die that I wanted to use. So this is a flower die. Look at all that detail in there on the corner of your card. So that's going to be fun. And of course, we all like butterflies, so we have a brand new butterfly die. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to find some time to play with those. in the next few days. That between we're making my my son's wedding invitations. His fiance's been here, and I've been helping her with that. So that's kind of our project we've been doing. I wanted to show this technique because it's just really a quick and easy one. We're going to use some grapefruit Grove. So again, pop it open like a compact. And I'm going to just use a corner of a sponge and just lightly sponge over this embossed image. I used that flower from the Dynamic Impressions embossing folder. And when I slightly sponge color on there, the embossed image pops up. So you could do this in all different colors. If you use sponge daubers, you could just use and put just a little bit of color. But I just liked how that looked. Really makes that pop. But what I really like is that I could flip this over and I could actually emboss this side. And it just gives it a totally different look. So what it does is the part that's debossed, the part that goes down, doesn't get ink on it, but it piles up on the edges and just makes a great shadow look. So there's a couple ways to use that embossing folder. So that part that's white in there is actually debossed, so it goes under, and it's just totally opposite of that. But fun, different technique, different look. That's just using one sponge and one color. So you could actually go in with all different colors in a sponge dauber and make all kinds of fun. So there's just that technique. I'm kind of looking because I thought I had one more, but I don't see it here. But that's okay. We'll do a couple giveaways. I'll send a card to one person from each of the groups. So one person from YouTube, one person from Facebook, one person from my website who can tell me what color card base I used on the flower card. What was the name of the color? On the last card that I made. I hope that makes sense. The one that I embossed and added to the cardstock and was trying to tie that ribbon that I looked like I was fumbling. If you can tell me the name of that cardstock. Lana from YouTube wins. This is when I have to watch because people are... I'm kind of lucky because the comments come up. Oh, good. Karen received her catalog today too. So everybody's getting their catalogs. It's really exciting. Yes, Judy, you've got it. So Judy and Lana, and on Facebook is Lisa. So you three will get a card in the mail for me. I appreciate all those who attempted. That was probably too easy, but I didn't think about it beforehand. I wanted to share a couple of things. So there's the hostess code. And while I'm going to move the screen along, we're going to do door prize drawing. And I do have several stamp sets. So I guess tonight we'll do a couple of them because why not? I'm going to pick a number. I just wrote it down before I looked to see. Okay. I'm just checking. So go ahead. The door prize slips are... Nancy got her catalog today too. So we got a lot of people getting their catalogs. Cool. So the door prize slip looks like this. You will find a link on Facebook. There's a button that you press. One of the orange, I think they're orange buttons. And YouTube, it's down in the description. And then on my website, it's right below there. So it should be good. Annie asked, do you get less ink on your fingers when opening and closing the new ink pads versus the old ones? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I didn't get a whole lot of ink on my fingers before either. Not that I think I just didn't. But they do take just a bit of getting used to, but it's like with anything. Once you get used to it, you'll love it. Cool. Well, it looks like everybody got their answers in. Okay, I'm going to quick show a screen because I wanted to show you just a couple things. I'm coming back up and then I'm going back out. I'm going to pull up the Stampin' Up website. Couple of things just to tell you. So June's, oh shoot. I can't, why won't that? Oh, there we go. Okay, so June's Paper Pumpkin it got to be ordered by June 10th. It's going to be coordinate with one of the suites in the catalog, in the new catalog. There's the Love You Suite. And then the Last Chance stuff. I just wanted to show you real quickly when you go into shop, you sign into your account. I already have stuff in my shopping bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my shopping bag, and just so you're aware, this is where you put the hostess code. It goes down in this little box and hit apply. And that's it. And then like if you're looking for last chance products or clearance rack, you can click there. Just so you're aware, I just wanted you to know about that little hostess codes thing there. And when you're shopping, if you go to the shopping, you can look, here's the Share What You Love bundles. They're all here. So you can click it and see exactly what comes in that bundle. These are the last chance products, and they all are broken out too. And then your occasions catalog. And like I said, some of the stuff in the occasions catalog is moving up to the big catalog, but not everything. And then all of these bundles, if those products moved into the big catalog, they're not bundled anymore. So a bundle saves you 10%. So if you're interested in that. So I just wanted to quick show that. And then we are going to see if I can find. Oh, there it is. I'm looking now. Okay, sorry. Some people are texting me while I'm on here, and I can't necessarily check my phone too. Okay, so everybody has their name in for the door prize, and I picked a number. 57 was the winning number. So whoever falls in 57 on the spreadsheet, that's the person that wins the prize. And then I'm going to do another one too. So I'll just pick 42 and how about 31? So we'll start with number 57 first. And that winner happens to be 57. Sylvia Azores is the winner. So Sylvia, you can choose one of these stamp sets. I've got this one, which is Lovely Wishes. These are all brand new, by the way. This one was one of my favorites in the occasions, Flying Home. I love that stamp set. So in Love, which is a great floral set. And then last is Special Reason. So Sylvia, you can choose which one you want, and then the next person can choose the next one. So you just let me know. You either send me a message on Facebook or send me an email at diane@DDStamps.com. And let me know which one you want. So it was Lovely Wishes, Flying Home, So in Love, and Special Reason. Okay, so Sylvia's first. And once I hear from her, I will then find out from the next person, who happens to be Flying Home. Sylvia wants Flying Home. Okay, I got to keep organized here. Okay, the next number is 42, and that happens to be Doreen Alger. Doreen Alger. You can choose the next one of the three. So we have Lovely Wishes, So in Love, and Special Reasons. Doreen, you get one of those. And then we have one more winner, because you can never have enough. Ray Shaddock. Oh, it's your first time being here live. Awesome, Ray. you win too. So let me know. They're running out of paper pumpkin kit early. Oh, June may be better since the buy one get one is over. That could be. Yeah, I didn't know that they were running out. I hadn't heard. I didn't get mine yet. Yes, Pat, this suite is really interesting. I think you're going to find you're going to like lots of stuff in the new catalog. Let me check and see if there's any more. If anybody has any more questions, now's the time to ask because I'm almost done and I'm going to head out. I will tell you, I am going to attempt. Oh, I got more here. I was just looking to see if I got Doreen or Ray. I'll stay in touch with them. I am going to do, for sure, I'm going to do new catalog party. So a new catalog, and I'll do fun stuff out of there. And probably June 1st. I don't know what time. And then I'm hoping that I could get another one of these in, of course, with it being May. We'll see. Maybe because, you know, it's Memorial Day weekend and people are going to be busy. But anyway, I'm going to attempt it. Hopefully I'll get one in. It's kind of a crazy month anyway, but please put your email here so I can see it. Oh. I'm adding my email to the comments on YouTube. It's Diane at DDStamps.com. Sylvia, I'll let you know. I'll send you that card. Anybody else have any questions? Because now it's time to get them all answered. Ray, I got your email and I'll let you know. I'm going to kind of wait and try to track down Doreen. So cool. Cool. Okay, sounds great. If you need a catalog, let me know. Go ahead and, you know, send me an email and let me know your address and I'll get one out to you. If you were a customer of mine over the past year, you will get one in the mail and they are on their way for those of you who haven't gotten them yet. If there's anything else, did I forget anything tonight? So I gave away cards. I gave away stamps. That's all you wanted, right? Everybody did their door prize form. I will look them over and see if there was anything I missed. So anyway, that's it. Hey, thanks everybody for coming tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to do another one soon. Let me know if you ever have any questions. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.